Man, where do I start? So my first flip was actually in 2003 by accident. I bought a condo, got broken into, this is back in Ireland, put it right back in the market and made more money flipping that property by accident than I did in my job. So for me, the light bulb went off and I said, this is crazy. It's like I did an accidental transaction, made more money than a job. So I decided right there and then I wanted to get into real estate. Now, one of the first things I did, I moved to California. I chased a girl out to California, as one does, from Ireland. I know it makes a lot of sense. Found a guy at church who was flipping houses, and I said, how can I help you? So I went to Home Depot, followed him around. He showed me where he bought, what kind of money he put into the property. His big thing was you got to do landscaping because this was Southern California. You got to make sure you got green grass. So I did exactly what he said, made about 35 grand on my first flip, which is actually sitting right outside my office still to remind me of where I started. Did another one in California, moved to Florida, asked lots of questions, found one of my friend's fathers was buying at the foreclosure auctions. That forever changed my life. So I started going to foreclosure auctions, learned how to be the biggest buyer in Hillsborough County. I went from being a nobody to being the biggest buyer at the Hillsborough County foreclosure auctions between lines of credit. And I mean, I bootstrapped this entire thing with credit cards. It was crazy. Credit cards and lines of credit from Bank of America, I went from having about $10,000 to having millions of dollars of real estate. Then 2007 came and wiped me out. I remember I got off my honeymoon at the time and I told my wife, I said, we're broke, we're done. We have no money, we can't pay any more bills after this after a 6-week honeymoon. So that was interesting.
About a 6-week honeymoon?
Oh yeah.
She goes, this would have been something to share with me while I was saying I do.
No, we do it right after the honeymoon. So anyway, we got back, stopped paying all the bills, and I had to figure out what do I do. So I went to one of my mentors and he said, sell your way out of it. And I said, okay, well, it wasn't the answer I was expecting. So I looked around the marketplace and I said, you know what, there's tons of people making money. I'm getting my butt kicked. And I said, how do I fix this? So I realized two things. One, there's always money in real estate. And two, you just got to be on the right side of the trade. So in 2008, I said, the only people making money right now are wholesalers. So I completely bagged rehabbing houses. And I said, I'm only going to buy and sell. I'm going to do transactions and make money. After 2008, $1 million in the bank in year one of wholesaling. So that's when I said, you know what, this is crazy. There's still investors like just getting crushed. I'm making a bunch of money, so I'm going to stick with the right strategy at the right time. So we primarily wholesale 2008. This might sound familiar. 2009, 2010, 2011. Then we started buying again and keeping rentals. So once the market seemed to turn, 2011, built up several hundred rentals, which I actually just dispose of. And that's a big thing for me. If we're with rentals, you got to buy them right, you got to sell them right. So it was the right time to buy 7-8 years ago. It's the right time to sell. Even today, you can still sneak out the back door before everything starts going back the other way. And we got into fix and flips. So we big into fix and flips in a big way. I was doing big value adds, crazy rehabs, but I learned several years ago, I want the other people to have the hard rehabs. So now we've re-engineered our business again. I buy nationwide, but I'm chasing asset type. So I'm buying newer houses, easy rehab, paint carpet in and out, and it's a very plug and play business now.